hoping for Janice's sake it stopped raining.
It's not raining right now.
That's what I said. We're hoping it stops.
So,
Piper's going, there's a bird, there's a dog, there's somebody. All right, let's try to walking. Okay, we're back. But we talked to Michael, my brother, on the phone.
ooh, that's bad hair.
And it looks like rain, feels
Yes.
like rain.
It's not raining.
It's not raining. Otherwise, Denise wouldn't be out here.
No, that won't happen again. No.
One and done.
Not like that at all. I always felt all day long like I was just, I don't know,
Damp.
off. But anyway.
She's got big plans for the day.
Well, Kata was supposed to have her Zoom IEP. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Individual Education Plan. But anyway, but they have no power at their building, so they have to reschedule, which really bummed Kylie out. So I'm going to be going into a house of her crying. She held it together.
For the walk.
And now I'll deal with it.
Maybe because I was here.
Probably.
But I'm not going in.
No. And anyway, but I'm going to be dropping off bags, people locally who bought them. So.
She'll wear her mask though.
Oh yes, most definitely. Outside, never in.
That's it.
That's it. Oh, we did do 2 miles.
Yes. Well, good morning. Today is... I got to turn my watch off so we don't keep hearing it buzz. I walked... Let's see how far I walked. I'm starting to figure out my watch. Not that you care, but walked 2.2 miles. But today is Wednesday, October 21st, and we do have some birthdays. I had to write them down. Today's Angela's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Angela. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Katie Williams. Katie gets a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Katie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And I think it's Tamara, or it might be Tamara Foreman. I think it's Tamara. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tamara. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. But just in case, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tamara. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. I don't like screwing up people's names. I really don't. And I do it quite often. But my heart is in the right place. That's all that matters. I think I'm going to have a repeat of my dinner from yesterday. I really like that. Although, if Jim's not working, I have some, we call them cheesy potatoes in the freezer. It's hash browns and some cheese and some sour cream and onions, and you bake it in the oven. It's high in points, but it's so good. So if he's not working, we're going to have that along with, he'll have a hot dog. I'll have another one of my cheddar sausages. And then for breakfast, I don't really know. I'm leaning towards French toast. That's where I'm leaning. So we'll see if I'm going to have some French toast and some bacon. And then if I do eat a lunch, I think I'm going to have a tuna sandwich on a Mission Carb Master wrap. And then for snacks, I might have a granola bar or some nuts. So that'll be my snacks. But I haven't figured out the points yet, so I got to see if that works into my point-wise. But on my walk, as I'm walking, I'd like to decide what I'm going to eat for the day. So that's my plan. We'll see if it works out. You'll have to watch. You'll have to tune in. You'll have to wait and see. But today I wanted to talk about, let's see what I was going to, stress. Thankfully, I'm not under any stress right now. But I know there's a lot of us. And I have to admit, and I know people always say, you know, you say that you're worried about the pandemic, but then you have your family over for the birthday dinners, and you walk side by side with Denise, and I can understand that. I can understand. I don't stress about that. I know that I see so much on the news that people have family events and then everybody gets sick. And I know that's possible. I really do. But sometimes I'm just like outweighing, and it's just... So I don't really stress about that too much. Although I do stress about eating in a restaurant. So there's no logic to my thinking. There really is no logic to my thinking. I completely am bewildered as much as you. I really am. I wear my mask everywhere I go. I stay 6 to 8 feet away from people. I especially stay away from people that don't have a mask on. I think it's inevitable. I hate to say it, but I think it's inevitable that within the next year, everybody's going to get some form of it. I really do think that, because you don't have to die from it. You really, no, I mean, people do die. I understand it. I completely know that. But I think that sometimes we overlook the fact, look at the 220,000 people that died. That's a bad number. I totally agree. That's a horrific number. But 8 million people have been diagnosed, and they're not dead. So you can't stress, you're not guaranteed tomorrow anyhow. So you can walk across the street, get hit by a car. You could have a heart attack today. There's so many things that can do you in. And stressing about them is not going to make your life any easier to live. It's just going to make it harder, and it's going to make it harder to make food choices. And through the first part of the pandemic, we all stressed, and a lot of us gained weight, and it was because we were stressed. Now, a lot of us, and I'm including myself on that, because obviously I walk with Denise, I had my family over for dinner, we're getting a little bit complacent. I have decided that I'm not going to do Thanksgiving, because as much as I love my family, when I had them over for the birthday, it was like we were outside a lot lately, and so I didn't think we were like trapped in I know, I have no logic. I know I have no logic, but it's just, so I know I'm not going to do a Thanksgiving meal for my whole family. I'll do one for myself, and I really don't even have a problem making the whole meal and having them drop by for carryouts. I really don't have a problem with that, but it's just not the same. I realize that, but I'm determined not to get stressed again with the second wave or the third wave hits, because it's hard to think that if we're really honest about it, we still have almost another year of this. We'd like to think it's all said and done and it's over, but the winter's going to be the tell-all, and we can't be stressing. So we have to, I took notes, we have to find reasons not to give up. Don't say, what's the point? I'm going to gain during this time anyhow. I'm just going to give up. No, we don't want to give up. We don't. Find reasons to keep on going. I am going to try to give up doing carryout. I lost really well at the beginning of the pandemic because I didn't eat at a restaurant and I didn't get a carryout. And that's what kept me on track. During this second wave here, I have to go back to that way of thinking. And I have to think of reasons why I want to continue on. And the main reason I want to continue on is, like, when you're eating healthy, your body has got the extra vitamins and your cells are packed a little bit stronger to fight off any kind of infection or disease that you might get. It's not to say that you won't get it, but you'll be a little bit stronger to fight it off. And if you're just eating crap food, your body's not, like when you're going to war, you got to build up an army. You don't go to war with like, oh, hey, buddy, you want to go to war today? Let's go, just the two of you. You don't do that. You form an army. You form a plan. You form a strategy. You hire a general. You don't hire a general, but you have a general that's going to tell you how you're going to go. And they're going to tell you down the ranks how you're going to go. And you get stronger that way. And so my thinking is, if you eat healthy, you're getting stronger. You're ready to fight that battle. And maybe win the war. And in the meantime, you're losing weight. It's a bonus. It's a win-win. So what else can you say? But, and weigh yourself today and see what don't judge your beauty on how much you weigh. Because I always hate it when people say, oh, she's so pretty. Look at how pretty her face is. If she just, not to me. I'm not saying about me. I'm saying about other people. When they would say, oh, she's so pretty. If she just lost a little much more weight, how much more beautiful she would be. If she's pretty enough now, she's pretty enough when she's skinny. So, I don't judge beauty by how you look. I judge beauty on how you act and your soul and your karma around you. It's just, you look at people like when they're married And they go, oh, look at her, isn't she beautiful? And you look at her and you think, well, yeah, I guess. But like they say, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And I don't think that's so much that they're seeing the beauty of the facial attributes that they have. It's the beauty of their soul. And you can be 500 pounds or you can be 100 pounds. If you have a beautiful soul, it's going to shine out, because people are going to look at you for who you are, not how you look. People might judge you for how you look, but do you really need those kind of people in your life? I don't. I really don't. I want people to know me for who I am deep down inside. And I think that I am not the most gorgeous looking person in the world. I'm just an average looking girl, woman, lady, whatever. But I think that my spirit shines off, and I think that's why some people like me. I don't know, but I think that they know they can always count on me. They know I'm always going to be there with them. They know I'm not going to judge them, and I'm always going to be their support, and I'm always going to encourage them. And I'm supporting you and encouraging you to stay on track. And just because we're in a stressful situation doesn't mean we have to stress. This is going to be a stressful couple months coming up, definitely. But that doesn't mean we have to stress about it. It's not going to change anything. It's just not. It's just going to make you feel... And I find my father was very ill towards the end of his life. But he had so much stress from his job that I do think that it attributed to him dying sooner. My father had cirrhosis of the liver. He was gonna die. It was so bad. It was so bad. My father was a drinker in his early life, but then he wasn't. So he did some damage, and then it's just liver problems are hereditary in my family. I go every year for my physical. We always check my liver levels and stuff, because the doctor told us that the cirrhosis that he had was like a cancer. So, and cancer runs in just about everybody's family, I think. But anyway, it's just, I think that he had so much stress from his work, and he was stressful about how he was going to leave enough money for my mother, because my father was only 58 when he passed. And I think that attributed to him getting sicker and not able to fight it off as well. And I am so determined not to let stress control my life. Do I have stress sometimes? Yeah, I'm human. All humans have stress. But it's how we handle it and cope with it and learn to live with it that makes the difference. So just remember, just because it's a stressful situation doesn't mean you got to be stressed. Just take a time to go, and you'll be fine. Okay, let's go see what we're going to eat today. It's going to be a surprise to both of us, but that's my plan on what I'm going to have, so we'll see if it works out that way. Okay, let's eat breakfast. I decided on the French toast and the berries. I had a little bit of egg left over, so I made a little bit of a scrambled egg. Today is Wednesday, October 21st. I started my day with a prayer. My quote is, "Each morning we are born again. What we do with it today is what matters most." Anyway, it's a 6-point breakfast. 2 points for my 2 slices of Aunt Millie's bread, 3 points for 4 slices of center cut bacon, 1 point for 1/3 of a cup of sugar-free syrup, and 0 for my berries. The banana I'm going to eat later, but I'm including it now. Tea and eggs. 6-point breakfast. 17 points left. That's the bread I use. Well, Jim got called into work, so I'm going to have somewhat of a repeat of yesterday. It's a 16-point dinner. 7 points for my sausage, 3 points for my bun, 5 points for my chili, 1 point for a tablespoon of sour cream, and 0 for my tea and sugar-free Jell-O. I know it's a lot of points for a dinner, but this is what I wanted, and so I planned my points accordingly for the day, because one thing I am not going to do is deprive myself. Well, I realized that was a very high point dinner, but it was so good. It was like, I counted my chili for 5 points because it was 2 cups of chili. It was really like a cup and 3/4, but 2 points for 1 cup. And with the Weight Watcher math, I thought I'd add an extra point. Don't think I'm going to be walking in the morning. because we're having rain after midnight. It's supposed to go till noon. So I might walk in the afternoon, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to enclose a picture at the end of my video here because today is the 9th anniversary of my brother Pat passing. He was young when he passed. He was 54. Anyway, gone much too soon, but I miss him every day. So he lived with me for a while, and anyway, I love you. I love him, Pat. I love my Pat. Patrick Dennis Manning. That was his name. Good old Irish name, eh? So, that's going to do it for tonight. I'll talk to you guys in the morning. As always, stay safe. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I already said it. Be safe. You know that. You didn't need me to tell you twice.